Martin is airing Hollywood Swingin' Part 1. Frustrated with his lack of success, Martin quits his job to try his luck in Hollywood. Oh, man. Season 2
Hollywood
again.
swinging, dude. This is right up there with the last episode we saw, dude. Because Tommy Davidson puts on the performance of a lifetime in this, and that's saying something.
And we've been leaving this character out, man. We've talked about Martin, we talk about Chris Farley, we talk about Jim Carrey, but damn it, Tommy Davidson is an unspoken hero, man. And that's one of the reasons why this show exists, man, to highlight, to put the spotlight on greatness, man, especially in comedy. And he's one of the greats when it comes to this physical comedy.
Physical comedy. He's the total package, dude. He's the Lex Luger of this shit because he's definitely physically. I would say like he's up there with Jim Carrey as one of the best. But like in this one, he ain't doing a lot of physical. It's like just him being funny, doing like the singing and just like the general vibe. It's not, he can just put on a hilarious comedic performance. Was he in what's that Spike Lee movie called? Bamboozled? Was that him? Was he in that?
I feel like he was. I know Damon Wayans was
Wasn't he the guy that did the show with Savion Glover?
he was his buddy, yeah. I think
I'm just saying that. I'm just painting that because I think I haven't seen him do a lot of like dramatic work, but I bet he'd be good at that too. And if you listen to him talk on like podcasts now, he's kind of a deep dude. He's like a really kind of like he has like a crazy kind of cool way of thinking. He seems pretty fucking chill.
he's seen a lot, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and he's definitely been a part of like a lot of greatness. And so like I mean, even the bit parts he played. Remember, he was in fucking Ace Ventura 2, and like he was in it for like 5 seconds. It was crazy.
It's
But
memorable.
but it's memorable, and that's where the physical, like that's all he had. He didn't even say any actual words really. But it's just great to see him. And did you miss me?
Kiss a pretty lady and sign an autograph. It's the Varnell Mantan. Shaboing boing. And it's Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, dude. Hey, babe.
Shaboing boing.
Yeah. So we started off. We're in Martin's apartment, and we find out that Gina got a raise. She got a promotion, Steve. Shit is going good. And you know what's even better? Pam got her old job, so she got a raise too. So ducats.
Buckshot's got a raise.
Bucket
got a raise.
Oh, I do like before we get to that, he's like, "Oh, you want to get a raise?" He's talking about they're talking about going to the bedroom. He's like, "You going for the raise?"
Assistant director, maybe you could assist me to the bedroom.
Oh God, I love this show. Then the fucking awesome intro, and then we cut back, post fuck sesh, and everyone's there. Tommy Cole and Pam come, and Pam's just gloating about all this money she's got, and she starts getting real personal with Mark. She's like, "Man, shit's going good for me.
Yeah.
What's up with you, bruh?
What's up?" It's hard to find a good job, Pam, but hot combs on every corner.
Yeah. And he calls out the buckshots, which that happens. Steve is Martin, so they get into it, and then Gina, she's the Donna of this episode. She's like, "Look, man, you're good. You don't got to worry about shit. You're exactly where you need to be. You're where Varnell Hill was 2 years ago, and he is at the tip top of the mountaintop now."
Yeah.
He's Arsenio. He's Eddie Murphy. Steve Varnell Hill.
They even got a Varnell Day. They're thinking about coming out with one. Like Monday, Tuesday, Varnell Hill Day.
And Martin's like, "Man, that dude's a sellout, dude." And I fuck his catchphrase too. Did you miss me? And Gina's like, "Okay, but look, you do have shit going on. You're gonna be doing the grand opening of that new community center in town. That's you. You're the man." And he's like, "Oh, you know what? You're right. I am going to be balling out of control soon. So everybody gets something. Everybody gets something." And he says something to Pam, and I didn't write it down. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need you there to give the kids horsey rides.
So I'll get you a saddle. So cut to the community center opening, Steve. And I mean, it's packed. There's people everywhere. Martin's looking around. He's like, dude, we got fucking actual gear here for sale. We got swag. This is great. All this publicity. And Sean shows up and he's like, yeah, dude, this is crazy. Like, there's even a valet. And Stan's like, Sean, there ain't no valet here. He's like, that's funny. Who'd I give my car keys to then? And then he just runs out because he realized he's got jacks, dude.
And
This is
then Martin
Detroit.
then Martin asked Stan, so like, when am I gonna cut the speech? When am I gonna cut the ribbon? Now about that, Martin. See, we're gonna let Varnell do the speech and cut the ribbon.
And Martin's like, man, what that? And he just storms the stage and just basically takes it over. And he almost gets popped because everybody wants to see Varnell Hill. Miss Shirley gets up and is like, man, I'll bust your leg. She picks up like a chair to WWE his ass, Steve. It's not
Where
going
is
well.
Varnell Hill? I love me some Varnell Hill. He's all that.
But then, a murmur comes, and then Varnell Hill shows up, Steve, and it's shaboing boing.
On the Varnell Hill show.
He's all about the community. So he's like, I'm all about this place. I'm all about the people. Now I'm gonna need you to buy the CDs, the shirts, the little booty shorts that I got on sale on the back. That's also a necessity, but I'm here.
I'm one of the biggest stars around.
Doesn't he start singing a little bit?
Sing a little more, and then, damn it, I can never remember her name. It's not Miss Shirley, but she's like, "Where's the party at, Varnell?" Latifah, the party's right here.
And he does the champagne bottle. It's all done. I mean, he's here, he's in and out, Steve, but Martin tries to get in Stan introduces Martin to Varnell, which is kind of fucked up because apparently Varnell knew Martin when he worked at WZUP because Martin was like an intern, but Varnell just basically plays Martin. He's like, oh yeah, like I remember you, black coffee with a little bit of sugar in it. That's it. And Martin's like, man, that's funny and all, but I'm actually the man now. You ain't never heard of me? And I think like he says what's up or whatever, but Varnell like slaps him in the face, and Martin's just like he's just like playing with him. Like, man, that's cool, man. But like, I'll see you later.
You know, Martin, there are two things important in this world. Both of them are love.
did the man just smack me?
Man, what's going on, man? Like Varnell Hill, he upstaged me. I'm rumbling with the old lady. Now what's next, man? Oh,
God, I mean, he's yelling to God, Steve. I mean, this is a moment.
as he's doing that, the girl comes in and she asks him for an autograph. And he's like,
Oh,
I do it for the kids. Marty, I love the kids. I love it. He gives her back the autograph. And he's like, I love you too, Gary Coleman.
that little girl is hilarious. I love that. So, cut back to Martin's apartment. Gina's helping Pam out with the little hot comb action. She's not, burning the
Working
neck.
that kitchen.
Yep. And
What you know about
Pam's,
working that kitchen?
I
Have you heard that term?
I dated a couple black chicks in my time, Steve. So I've definitely seen this in action.
I'm just pop quizzing you.
Also, yeah, I mean, it seems terrifying to me as somebody who's only gone to white like supercuts places. The idea of doing that it just seems insane to me, but it works. They figured it out.
Got to work on that kitchen.
But Pam's she's just feeling some type of way. She's like, why are all the good dudes gay? She's feeling it, Steve.
Yeah,
I ain't gay, Pam.
Yeah, I ain't gay, Pam.
You got two lovers right here, Pam. And as Martin comes in, Pam knows he's hurting. So, yeah, exactly. And but she's doing what any petty person would do when somebody's hurting. She's being very loud about her success while Martin's in the living room 5 feet away, just wallowing in his sorrows about his awful prospects in life, I guess.
While they're doing that, Tommy comes in. He's like, I just found $50. Damn, life is good.
Anybody could have found this, Martin, but I found it. And Martin had just walked by that door, Steve. So he could have, everything's going bad for him. It's just all to paint that picture. But then Cole walks in because the luck's not stopping. Cole comes in. He's got fucking 5 tickets to anywhere, Steve, in the United States.
But there's a stipulation. They have to call themselves the Weinbergs. And Tommy, he's the Danish nanny, Uda.
So now it's like, these are real tickets. So where the fuck are we going to go? So that whole discussion starts, Pam's like, we need to go to Hawaii. And Cole's like, what? And she's like, oh yeah, Hawaii is in America, isn't it? It's like Cole is just fucking stupid.
We gonna go down south and get back at some rednecks. Yeah.
But and another stipulation of this is they have to use these tickets within 3 weeks. So there's no time. Like wherever they're going to go, they got to figure it out and they got to do it or else it's done.
Cole, like, what we going to do? Like, I can't put in a notice that quick. And then ironically, Tommy, the guy with no job, he comes up with the idea like, oh, Uda just coming out with a cold.
Got that Hawaiian flu. 3 weeks. And everybody's in on it. So then Martin's like, you guys are fucking liars. You guys need to be ashamed of yourself. You should be happy with your jobs. Fucking lying, getting out of it, going to Hawaii. I'm not even going to go. It's like, damn, dude. Fucking enjoy your life.
Hands are like, I didn't know you were feeling that bad. But who cares?
And to make matters worse, Steve, cut the WZUP. Martin has to interview Varnell on air. He's face to face.
Did you miss me? Yeah, we missed you. That's why I had to cut the commercial short. Because I didn't want fans calling in like, oh, where's Varnell? We missed him.
That's good, man. That's good. Varnell's all about it now, and he's loving it. But what's weird is every time Martin says something funny or just does something funny, he's like, let me write that down real quick. What'd you say again? How do you spell that? It's like, man, what the fuck? Carlos Mencia? What the fuck is this?
In this scene right here, Matt, this is so iconic to me, man. Like it's, I feel like it's a battle of two comedic titans going back and forth, man. And I don't know what was on the script, what was ad lib, but from the way the things are flowing, I feel like a big portion of this was ad lib. That's just how I feel about it.
I mean, for a solid maybe a minute, Martin's trying not to laugh. Like they both almost crack, but Martin has to like look away for a significant amount of time while Tommy Davidson is just put on a show.
Like a fan calls in and she's just like in awe of Varnell. Like, oh my God, you're just the greatest person ever. Well, I do it for the children. Bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on their knees and pray for the children.
Man, Johnny Gill should sign you, man.
My.
I like that when I think it's that lady calls in, Martin's like she's talking to Varnell or says hi to Varnell, and Martin's like, hold up a second. You know what? I'm the host of the show. You gotta respect.
You calling my show? Yeah. Oh, hi, Martin. Anyway, so Varnell,
and then Varnell's putting on a show. He's getting the accolades. He's bred it up. So Martin starts trying to dig in a little bit on there. He's like, "Come on, man, let me hear the real deal. What kind of car are you driving?"
Oh, I'm not driving anymore. Oh, you're not driving. Oh, I actually have a limo. Yeah, Mercedes limo.
You got a big house? You got acres?
You got acres?
Actually, we own half the county.
Had Larry Bird shooting. We had a backcourt and everything.
You know that McDonald's commercial where it's him and Michael Jordan shooting? That was in my basketball court. Oh, damn. And it just keeps getting worse, Steve. He's got investments. He's got accolades. He's got acres. We find out he's like, you got a pool? And Varnell's like, you got me, man. I don't got a pool. He's like, don't got a damn pool. This motherfucker ain't got a pool. He's like, actually, we got a lake. He's like, and we got us catfish. Delicious.
Catfish is perfect.
And that's where
Fried, fried,
that,
lay it to the side, red beans and gravy. I ain't too lazy.
and that's where Martin's just starting to lose it badly, dude. You know, that's he can't take it. He's like, you know what? We gotta cut the commercial, and then he's just like looks at Varnell and he's like, look, man, I'm where you used to be. You got to tell me how to get to where you. I want the catfish, man.
Got greens planted.
I want the yams, man.
How can I get to the yams?
So Varnell won't really pony up any useful information. So at this point, Martin just he's like, man, give me the yam. Pookie, I think, is the name of the giant man that
Snooki?
Varnell, yeah, Snooky. Snooky comes, alleviates the issue. And then we cut to later. The tension's all gone. Martin and Varnell are buddies again. And Martin's like, yo, man, like, I had you on my show. When can I be on your show? And you could tell, like, Varnell's like, but he's like, so when are you going to be in Hollywood, man? And Martin's like, I don't know. I can't. And he's like,
Damn.
If
you were in Hollywood, you'd be on my show. I'm real.
Yeah, man.
Ill, man.
Anyway, I got to go. Call me if you ever get to LA. Pookie, there's people in between me and my car. Fix it.
And then Stan comes in. He's like, Martin, I got this promotional idea I was telling you about. And then he brings out a G-string. He's like, dude, you want me to put on these orange drawers with the ass out? Man, as long as I'm your manager, you will be a rump shaker.
That's a great stand, Steve. That's the best stand. But Martin's like, you know what, Stan? You can kiss my ass. And as he's walking out, he turns around. He's like, will you miss me? We cut to Martin's house. Everyone's like waiting to go to Hawaii. They have the gear on. They're even drinking out of coconuts or whatever. And Martin comes in. He's like, look, shit's off. We're going to LA. I'm going on the Varnell Hill. I'm going on the show. Shaboing, boing. And that's where this episode stops, Steve.
I love how quick you can change your itinerary in the 90s.
Yeah.